the Montreal Canadiens. Mike, what has struck me about the tenure of Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon as general manager and president of hockey operations is the series of small victories that they've been able to string together. You know, you make 5 or 8 or 10 smart moves, they all of a sudden add up to much bigger moves at the end of it. So much of what they're building will come down to drafting and then development. But when you look at the Montreal Canadiens, where they finished, the obvious coaching success that they've had with Marty St. Louis running things on the bench, and the positive direction that they're heading in the future, what stands out for you as their top number one priority heading into this offseason? What do they have to get done?
Well, yeah, they still think Montreal has a belief that they can contend for the Stanley Cup playoffs next year. And I don't doubt that because a lot of it will come down to health. If they can get, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Doc, you expect them to be in the lineup more next season. For me, I think they're going to have to shore up down the middle a little bit. Sean Monahan, that ship's probably sailed. I don't expect to see him repatriate. They need a little bit of depth up front to be able to supplement some of the younger players. What's interesting, though, Frank, is that at first glance, I think they need a defenseman. Some veteran defensemen to kind of help out the fact that they have 3 entry-level guys and Barron, Gooley, Jack-Eye all expected to be there. I don't think that should happen now that I've spoken with a couple players that think, hey, we cannot trade away the 3 veteran players we have. And we probably really don't need to add either. Bottom line, I think there's still growing pains that these younger players are going to be learning on the job. But Matheson, Edmondson, Savard, they play a huge part in that mix. And Weidman will probably slide in this year as 6 or 7, if depending on health. So that kind of surprised me. But I think they need help up front, Frank, more than they would on the back end, even though it's thin there in terms of experience.